Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear with Yam and Flex. Awesome.
Episode number 14 of Bulletproof Underwear. I am your cordial co-host Flex, and with us as always is Yam Juice, and also known as Believe
Hey,
What.
what's up, guys?
And our special guest this week, our extra special guest, is Pony Boy. So let's hear it.
Hey, Pony.
On a real horse.
On a real horse.
Pony is on his pony.
So, now, this is only for a minute, and I've got to do something. You guys, can you hear me okay? And
I can hear you. Does your horse have to go duty?
No, he's already done that a couple times. Josie, be quiet, man. All right, here we go. Ladies, look at your man.
We're recording.
Now look back at me.
We're recording right now, so do something amazing.
Right? Ladies, look at your man. Now look back at me. Back to your man. Again, back to me. I'm on a horse. And sadly, I'm not your man. Ladies, if your man is lacking gameplay, if his kill death is a little too low, if he's always on the receiving end of kill fired at randoms that don't play the objective, he can be more like me, but without the horse. By coming to sub1gaming.com. That's sub1gaming.com. And ladies, you're welcome to come there too.
Woohoo!
Let's see. Here. Sub1gaming.com.
Awesome!
Awesome.
Sub1gaming.com.
And Flex again with Bulletproof Underwear.
Yay!
All right, guys.
Awesome.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead. If you've got this, I'm gonna go ahead and put the horse up. It's getting dark, and then I'll be popping in about 3 minutes on my bin computer. Are you good?
Yeah, I guess we're good. I guess we're good. Hi, welcome back to Bulletproof Underwear episode 14. We're back indoors with our super duper special guest Pony and our usual Flex and Yam, a couple of jerk offs who do the show. How's it going, Pony?
Good, man. How are you guys doing?
We're good. I never saw your face before straight away. Oh my God, I'm about to turn.
He's freshening up right on the show.
Close your eyes, Yam.
Close your eyes. He's freshening
Real
up.
Cowboys. This is some Gentleman
Jack. Oh.
I'll even take a straight shot for you.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Now that's
just like mama's milk, eh?
I started out right. I hope Walmart's proud of me for that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, he drinks that Crystal Light chick drink.
Crystal Light? What do you mean that Crystal Light stuff?
Well, whatever kind of like ladies Kool-Aid that he drinks.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not funny. I drink that ladies Kool-Aid. It's tasty. It's tasty.
Well, of course, we always play the what are you drinking game, and of course, as usual, I'm drinking Rockstar.
As usual, Flex is drinking AM.
That's it. So, geez Louise.
And Pony's drinking Jack and Coke, Gentleman Jack and Coke.
Jack. So, if you drink it, will it make you a gentleman, or is it because you are a gentleman that you drink it?
I'm a gentleman, that's why I drink it.
Sorry, ladies, he's taken.
Yeah, I'm gonna be good. I'll be good tonight.
Okay. Well, let's
No, I don't know.
let's talk about what's going on, Pony. Oh, Jesus.
Gun.
Gun even. Wow. What do you got?
Guns make America great.
What kind of gun is that?
I couldn't agree more.
This is my Ruger Super Black Hawk stainless 44 Magnum. Hand load everything. So this has got, what do I got? I think I've got some real heavy loads for this that'll just about knock down a bear in one shot. I can shoot it like twice, and then it's almost out of my hand.
I got one almost exactly like that, except it's a Red Hawk.
Red Hawks are nice, but you know, when I bought this, I wanted kind of like the full cowboy experience with the single action.
Yeah. And
my brother had a blued one, and I wanted a stainless, so it'd be a little bit better lasting, and that's what I ended up doing. So. I saw in your picture you had a gun in your Skype pic.
Well, okay. The secret is that's actually an airsoft gun.
That's funny.
And I'm hiding the tip, which is plastic and it's red. Fake guns have to have, in this country, they have to have red tips on them so people know that they're fake.
Red or orange or bright fluorescent color that's easily seen.
So,
you know, it's unfortunate. All of our friends like Billy Boy and all those are European friends. They don't get guns. They don't get to do guns and things, so they can't have. Well, they have long guns, I think, in Britain or something. So, actually being able to hold and shoot one of these things, so they can go to gun clubs. But that's about it.
Well, see, the laws that they have there are to keep guns out of the hands of maniacs. And yet, there you are, holding a gun anyway. Now, see, what would have really been fun is while we were outside, if you, blasted a few bottles or cans or something for us.
Well, if we wouldn't have had technical difficulties, there's a lot of things I had planned, so I apologize that we weren't able to pull it off.
Well, anyway, that is an entrance. That is the best entrance anybody has ever made.
Yes, it is.
And I doubt anybody ever will make. So.
Well, we got more to make. We've got more to make. I really appreciate you guys, putting this thing together. And I know it started out as kind of a kick in the pants, and it's, I enjoy watching the episodes as much as I can. Some of those that are a couple hours long, as busy as I am, I can't get through all of them, but I do check out every episode.
Well, you don't got to watch a whole episode to get a feel for it. You get somebody who you've gamed with, or maybe you've read their posts on the board, and you always sort of wonder what that person's like. Well, you can just tune in and watch them a little bit, and our viewers right now are going to get a chance to see what a lush you are. They didn't know.
I am a lush. I really am. That's an unfortunate part of it.
So now the faithful have a feeling that they know you.
It's either that or womanizing, and the woman would kick my ass, so it had to have some vice.
Are we gonna get to meet Mrs. Pony?
We call her Philly around.
Philly, okay.
Philly is a young female horse.
All right. All right.
Maybe she's busy. She works full time, and she's finishing up an advanced degree, so she's going to school full time. And right now, with it being about 6:30, 6:45 Pacific time, the kids are getting a late dinner. They had to watch the show with the horse and all that. So, so they're getting a late dinner.
So who is working the camera while you're doing that?
I had the wife holding the laptop.
Oh, so she couldn't turn it around and just say hi?
No, she didn't want to. She was she might show up later when she gets caught up on a few things. She's about like me, real busy with a lot of different stuff.
Okay, let's talk about that. So for anybody who doesn't know, Pony, in addition to being a awesome gamer, fun as hell guy to play with, and personal friends online with both me and Flex, he is also the captain of the ship that we call sub1gaming.com. So tell us, Pony, what's the story of Sub1 Gaming?
Sub1, I'm going to admit there was another site that we were at. It went to hell in a handbasket. I couldn't tolerate the bullshit. I left. I, of course, was talking with you because you were the whole reason that I got in with a lot of the great people that are now in Sub1. And I said, we were talking, and I threw it out there. I said, if you ever just if you get tired of the bullshit, you ever want to do a website, do our own forum, said I can throw one together. Next thing I know, you said, yeah, let's do it. And it only took was not even a week later, and we were
We're operational. So Sub 1 is just about to celebrate. Flex, tell us.
1 year anniversary, people. 1 whole year we've been together.
Next month.
Gaming, rocking, partying, and having fun. And mostly laughing at Flex, passing on the chair, playing the game.
We've got a lot of great things that are planned for our members. You guys know about it, but of course we want to keep a lid on it for now. But there's some exciting developments that are up and coming, and one of the things I couldn't ask for is a better group of friends, and that's really what you guys are. You guys are really truly friends. I mean, a year later, we're still gaming together. We're developing, we're expanding, we're doing all these things, and it's really quite fun and interesting.
Well, it is kind of cool that we sort of, kind of created this thing. Well, it was kind of already sort of existed, but we made it our own, and we made it better, and
made it go. Made it go.
Made it go. Yes.
That's right.
So what Pony was talking about is I'm going to spill the beans. Everybody who's a member of Sub 1 Gaming is going to be receiving a free Alienware gaming laptop paid for by Pony himself. Isn't that amazing, friends?
Yes, everybody.
Based on Yam's donations. Now, if you have a rejection on that PayPal invoice, that payment you sent me, so that may not happen.
So we have hundreds of Alienware laptops here that are ready to ship. We just need that clearance, that payment to go through.
Never will. Oh, my chain's being yanked.
No, don't do that, Flex. It makes us worry like you're getting a stone.
No. Let's not even talk about that. We've gone off on different subjects.
No stones here. We actually have like a little list of questions that we were going to ask you, Pony.
We have
prepared some stuff for this.
Cool.
So we're going to call this bullet points, and we'll stick a sound effect in when we edit it. Okay, so Flex, have you got one?
Yeah, I got a good question for you. You have a real life. You have a real job that you do. Actually, you have a few real jobs that you do. And I was wondering if you could kind of elaborate a little bit about what you do for a living and what you do in your spare time there. If you have it.
My main job is to keep the woman happy, so that way she'll make the money so I don't have to work. That's really it in a nutshell. I do a lot of different things. It's true. A bit eccentric in my seeking of knowledge and knowing stuff. I do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of IT work. I got into IT work because I was raised in a big ranch when I was a kid. So I didn't like living 30 miles from town with no women. And so when I turned 18, I hit college and kind of got in the IT field. I've done just about everything, but I don't want this to be a brag fest or anything else. So farming, Mr. Mom, I do a lot of IT work and other type of electronic type of work for subcontracting here and there. And like I said, keep the wife happy enough that she'll work day and night to keep me in the lifestyle I'm accustomed to.
There you go.
You got her turned out. Right, she's turned out.
Right now. My wife's at work right now, just hammering away, making the money. She is so great. I'm lucky.
Yes, indeed, you guys are.
I'll admit it. I'm lucky.
Well, I'm lucky that mine puts up with me at all. So that's about as much as I can say. So Pony, you're a farmer. So like everybody else in Oregon, you do grow the tall bushy weed crop, right?
the big, tall, bushy weed that's out underneath the trees, over by the canal, so it gets the water and stuff constantly. And then, in the
If
sun.
those assholes with the helicopters would just stop flying over.
When you field burn, that all the neighbors come around to help. It's like, oh, smoke is making me cough. Oh.
So that's right. You do live in Oregon, is that right?
Yes.
Oregon, the great Northwest. So, all right. So you're a IT guy. You know about computers and technology. You know about actual bullshit, cow shit, because you're a farm guy.
The horse you saw me on, I broke him and trained him when he was starting when he was 3 years old.
Wow. So what's his name?
His name's Horsey.
Horsey? How old's Horsey now?
He's 20-some. I hate to think about it because it makes me feel old as well. He's probably in his early 20s. He's kind of like me, acts a lot younger than he really is, but there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Wow, okay. So now it's my turn to ask a question. Let me look at mine.
If I may.
Okay, so...
Yes,
well,
anytime.
People give me shit because I call the horse Horsey. But there's a story behind it. Being raised on a big ranch and stuff like that, I broke horses and did various things like that. So my dad sent out a bunch of horses to when I lived in a different place. He says, "Yeah, I got a bunch of horses for you to break." So he brought them out. I was breaking them, and he ended up, during that time span that the horses were there, he sold the ranch and got rid of all the horses but the one. And while I was breaking horses, I don't know their name, and I mean they've got papered names because they're papered and all that. But anyway, I just called him Horse. Hey, Horse.
This one's gray. That one's brown.
Come on, Red. Come on, Brown. Yeah, different things like that. So I kept him, and I just had always called him Horse because he wasn't supposed to be kept. I was going to break him and send him back. So he took a liking to me. He doesn't like women too much. He took a liking to me, and I've been calling him. Because I've been calling him Horse, he kind of migrated to Horsey.
Horsey.
So that's kind of the story behind that.
So he doesn't like women.
He will pretty much try to buck women off for whatever reason. I don't think he likes the women bullshit or something. I don't know what it is.
He's a smart horse. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. That was only a joke.
Second question. I'm sorry for interrupting your.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're on the subject of what your occupation and everything. I understand you do these kind of mobile DJ gigs or some sort of karaoke gig or something like that.
I have DJ'd since the early 80s. It's one of those situations where I was at a dance and I said to myself, this guy's a joker. I can do this shit better than he can. And I went out and I was working 16-hour days, double shifts at a gas station to scrounge up the money to buy stuff, and been doing it ever since.
Oh, so you got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Something like that. So, yeah.
All right. So.
Hey, a lot of people think that's kind of a jokey type job, but you know what? There's a lot of coin to be made there. Cha-ching! I know, because I got friends that do it too.
There's nothing wrong. Nowadays, I pretty much do weddings and dances and stuff like that. And I'm cheap because I only take the fun jobs. Yeah, people are like, yeah, let's party. We'll have free booze and food for you. I'm like, yeah, I'm all over that. I'm good for that. Some of these guys are charging, $500, $800 for a gig, and I could do that, but they're not fun. I don't like the stuck-up stuff. I want to have fun. You're only young once, maybe twice, but let's get out there and have some fun with life. And there's a lot of shit that happens and a lot of things that bring us down. So when you have a chance to enjoy it, make it happen.
So when you do these gigs, does the missus tag along?
she kind of got burned out of it, so no, she doesn't tag along. You know, someone's got to keep an eye on the little rugrats.
Okay, so my question is she within earshot right now?
No.
Okay, well, my question is, you know, everybody knows that the ladies go hog wild for the DJ. So what do you do to fend them off? What's your technique? Or do you fend them off?
I whip it out and I beat him with it and knock him unconscious.
Hey, that's a bullet point question.
Actually,
too.
we'll get back to that. No, but seriously, I bet you got a few disappointed ladies from time to time.
If you're a good DJ, you don't even you don't worry about it, you just smile. I won't even go into what some of these women folk are looking for, but
they're looking for fast times
nice.
at Ridgemont High.
No, you'd think that. I had a little gal in a leather mini skirt once years ago come up to me and she said, I think you're kind of cute. I said, yeah, I think you're kind of cute too. I was just repaying the compliment. She goes, you know what? And I said, what? She goes, I'm not wearing any underwear. And then she grabbed my hand and showed me. Shh, don't tell my wife.
Oh no, she'll never know as long as you keep her away from the internet.
BPU's off limits.
Oh, okay. Well then, all right. So now it's my follow-up question. Now, okay, Flex, brace yourself here. We're prepared for this, and I even put a teaser out a little bit earlier. Now, your name online is Pony, and
everyone thinks I have a Mustang.
And I know that that's not the story. It's not about a car. Because he's a one-woman man. All right, Flex, hit.
I didn't say nothing about my wife. She's been here the whole time. I didn't say nothing. You guys be quiet.
Okay, I have it on good authority that Flex likes to take pictures of girls' boobs when he's out in public. I know that for a fact.
Yes, this is true. I went to.
Flex? Are you a boob man?
Yes, I am. I admit it.
Okay. What about you, Pony? Are you a boob man or a butt man?
I'm a butt man. Give me a nice little tight bottom, and I'll just go to town.
Okay, yeah.
Well, no,
I'm with you.
If you've seen them Renaissance pictures I took one for you too then, because there was one in there.
I saw that.
I got punched for that. It was on my good arm though, so.
Yeah.
I get beat up on quite frequently as well.
Well, I used to have a girlfriend that was like super like sensitive to that. She felt like women were objectified too much, and she was like on her high horse on that. And when we were walking down the street, if a good-looking woman in a tight outfit walked by, I had to actually avert my gaze just because I knew the first second like that she saw the girl, she would immediately look at me and see if I was looking, and then give me all kinds of hell.
And then beat up on you for a day about it.
That's right. She's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to even notice her. I'm sorry. All right, so Flex, you got another question for Mr. Meister.
I do, but I don't know what I did with my bullet list jam. I lost it.
Oh, so you're winging it.
I'm winging it. I can't remember the bullet points.
Okay, so
I have a real good memory. It's just real short.
Isn't your memory the second shortest thing you got?
It's just all the drugs, I think. Wish I wouldn't have drank all that cough syrup.
Okay, well, all right, I got one. All right, so from what we're seeing here, this is my first experience, like actually talking to you face to face. I mean, I've talked to you millions of times on live on the Xbox.
And on the phone.
And on the phone, that's right, and on the phone too. But this is the first time, Skype call. All right, so from what we are seeing now, Pony's a pretty cool guy. He's an awesome, cool guy. But I think there is something underneath. I think down deep, underneath the coolness, I think Pony might be a bit of a nerd. No, a nerd.
Oh,
a nerd. Because
I am.
I mean, nobody got into Skyrim more than you did.
Well, Pico got into Skyrim more than I did. He was on that game all the time. I went through it, and then I was done.
Yeah, see, I went through it, and then I got turned into a vampire, and I couldn't get cured. Got pissed off, and I had to go back 12 levels, and then I had a temper tantrum. And, well, I won't go into that, but
all right.
I took an arrow to the knee early in the game.
An arrow to the knee. So tell us about your nerd background. Growing up in a rural kind of ranch, a farm kind of thing, how does that equate to your nerdiness?
Well, I've always liked gadgets and electronics, so. Oh, wait. We have a guest.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
You did some good camera work there.
Thanks. I'm a pro.
Yeah, you are. I'm Ian Juice. How's it going?
Good. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah. So, what do you think about this guy who's on this Xbox all the time?
Is that what he does all day while I'm working?
He's like playing games. He's playing games. Meanwhile, you're slaving away.
Well, he takes care of me pretty well too, so I give him a little flexibility.
Does he cook up a meal once in a while?
Yeah, he's a pretty darn good cook.
Oh yeah, what?
I'm not gonna fire.
I am too. My wife just went out in the garage to see the dog, so yeah, I do. I'm a good cook too.
Are your dogs fat?
No. The dogs are skinny.
They won't eat it either?
No, they won't eat it. They get one whiff of my food and they're like, "Oh no way, not from you."
See, we're not. Neither one of us is cooks. Like tonight was McDonald's. Like last night was burritos.
Is it when it's smoking, it's cooking. When it's black, it's gone. Yeah. It's all Flex cooks.
Yeah. So Pony, you're sort of famous for your barbecue. All right. See ya.
I do a lot of barbecue. Bye, Philly.
Do you do a lot of smoking? Do you smoke a lot of stuff?
I do. I have a smoker outside my back door. I have a smoker. I have a smoker barbecue, and I have a barbecue. And I like smoking so much that my big stainless steel barbecue doesn't hardly get used anymore. And when you use the smoker grillers, the flavors and stuff, it's just phenomenal.
I totally pissed my wife off. She goes out and buys me a $300-some charbroil grill with it's got the pan thing on it so you can cook on the side you can cook the potatoes or whatever and have the steaks going. And I got this old Cabela's rack model stainless steel smoker, and it looks like crap and it's all half rusty, and that's what I use for everything.
It doesn't matter what it looks like. It just has to do the job. That's all that helps.
So what kind of wood do you like to smoke with? Hickory, mesquite?
I love mesquite. I love the little oily. It has a little oily to it and a little color to it when it really smokes. I love mesquite. I love hickory. I've been known to experiment with a little bit of apple and cherry and some of the other woods.
You ever try apricot?
Pecan?
It's
apricot.
Oh, apricot.
Really?
It's really hard to get a hold of, but I've heard it's really good.
But being a redneck, it's pretty much just pork and beef is what I try to.
That's where I'm at. Shoulders and briskets, baby.
Yeah.
So how about ribs? You like to smoke up ribs?
Ribs, I like to smoke cue ribeye steaks. Ribeye steaks are probably my favorite steak. I'll take a big pork butt or any other pork roast, and sometimes I'll cut it down, and then I'll slow cook it for like almost a full day, and then I will smoke it for almost a full day, and then I'll turn around, put it in the freezer, wrap it in foil so all the juices will absorb back in, and then you put it back into like a big slow cooker, and then that's when I make my pulled pork sandwiches with that.
Oh, man, that sounds good. I bet you there's a bunch of people watching this right now that are getting hungry.
Then I have a curly fry thing, and I have a big fryer. And I like to make, I call it fair food. You know, the county fairs and stuff. You have curly fries. I have a snow cone machine. I have a big commercial popcorn machine. I have pinball machines. I have slot machines. If it's toys, I love it. You know, you can't have too many.
Oh my God! Sounds like you got a man cave to beat the mans.
Them popcorn machines are worth their weight in gold. I got one myself. I love that thing.
Did you say snow cones or cotton candy? What is it?
Snow cone. Yeah, I have a nice commercial snow cone machine. It's one of those things. It's a good deal. I'm all about the deal.
We know that.
Yeah.
We know
and
that.
Flex too. Yeah, so I had a really good deal on the snow cone machine. It's nice commercial size, and I picked it up. And of course, kids love me. You know, all my kids, all their friends come over during the summer, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go over to your kid's house, you know, for the weekend. Can we spend the night and have fun, and have popcorn and snow cones and all that shit? So,
oh my God, junk food right at home. You don't even have to leave the house for junk food.
A good snow cone machine. Those things, man, they're hard to get your hands on, and they're not cheap. And if you can get one, you can get a bargain on one. But I know I still got a couple your subscriptions to Xbox Live because of one of your tips on, I think it was Amazon or something, was giving them away for $20 cheaper than anybody else. So I bought
Hey, listen,
bunch.
whenever Pony puts out a bulletin on a cheap deal, it's a good one because he wouldn't be putting it out if it wasn't good. Hey, keep her. There you go.
Still going on. Sorry, I am. Yeah,
So hey, I'm in the market for a new high-end headset. So Pony, next time you see like a really good deal on one of those really good ones, give me a holler. I'm kind of got an eye out.
you mean like a Xbox headset? Is that what
Well,
you're
I don't know
about?
if it has to be Xbox. It just is. Ideally, it would be used for at least. There's Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. If you could use it for 2 out of 3, that would be good. Even better if it's like works on all 3.
Get the. I'm trying to pick up for myself. I have an X41, Turtle Beach X41. I'm trying to pick up a TX5 because it's programmable and it's PlayStation 3 and Xbox. So and it has a Bluetooth, so that way you can answer calls. When you're gaming, it'll automatically switch over to calls, and without taking the headset off if you've got a either Bluetooth home phone or your cell phone. So that's something that.
How much does that?
I'm
how much does that usually go for? What's the usual street price for that?
Well, new, they're a couple $100. I'm trying. I occasionally keep my eyes out. A lot of times you can find mismarketed or mislisted items on eBay and things sometimes for that go for cheaper than normal.
Oh yeah, I was looking for Stratocaster guitars on eBay a few years back, and I accidentally typed Startocaster, and guess what? Something popped up. And it was a real good guitar, and somebody accidentally, when they were entering the name, they spelled it Startocaster instead of Stratocaster, and nobody was bidding on it because it was in the wrong category. So I got it.
Speaking of music, I hear you. Here's one of my eBay things. Here is an Audio-Technica 3100 series wireless receiver. I've got the mic and everything else. It was like less than $100.
What does that do?
And these are short $100 units. This particular one. This is the higher end Audio-Technica stuff. So paying attention to other people's mistakes can sometimes save you some cash.
Serious
For
cash.
sure. By the way, what the hell is that thing?
It's a wireless mic receiver, wireless microphone.
Oh, for a PA type of application.
Wow.
PA or stage, because sound and everything else.
All right.
How the hell does that Bluetooth work with those headsets? Does they have a dongle or something you plug into the plug on the Microsoft controller, or?
There's a Bluetooth dongle. They call it the puck, and that's what you have to use.
Okay. It's like my headphones, and then I got my whole Plantronics came with a puck, and then you plugged it in, and then you could use any device, plug it into any device, and use it with the headphones. Really
Yep.
cool.
Once you're synced, you're good to go. And with the Turtle Beach PX5, it'll automatically switch over to phone calls when they come in.
Yeah. So you're all into the deals and stuff. I got a question for you, and I'm sure a few of our audience here is probably wondering the same thing. When are you going to get a PlayStation?
I have no time. There's so much that I'm doing. I don't have time. I'm working. Flex is laughing. He knows why I don't have any time right now. I'm also in the middle of irrigation with the farm, with kids. The wife's going to school full time, working full time. I've got to deal with a lot of different things, and after school sports and things like that. And again, Flex will maybe I'll remember that.
Well, hey, I know about that, but I was just thinking half the gang on Sub 1 doesn't even get to hang out with you.
Yeah, they don't get to hang out with me either. And they're missing a lot.
They're missing a lot.
The bullet shield that
those bastards.
I run Meat Shield Pro. I mean, shit.
Well, if you ever do get on a PlayStation, hey, there's some good folks over there. I know.
There's no doubt there's some good folks. There's good folks, on Sub 1 all over the place. What boils down to me with is time. The last couple of weeks, I've been spending a lot of my time during the day dealing with a lot of different things. Borderlands came out, so I've been working on that a little bit in the evenings. That's kind of my stress relaxer. I usually stay up till about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, while kind of stay awake while the wife's awake. Kind of gives her a little, believe it or not, gives her a little support. So, you got to stop working sometime.
Oh yeah, I know you're on that Borderlands a lot.
How much sleep do you get a night? I mean, on average, honestly, how much sleep do you get on an average night?
Right now I work on about 5 hours of sleep.
See,
no naps.
See, there's people other than me that don't sleep. I sleep about 3 hours a night, 4 hours a night.
No. Wow. Flex doesn't sleep. He just doesn't sleep.
I'm sleeping right now when I blink.
Every time he blinks, that's asleep.
I sleep. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions on your bullet list?
Yeah, I got a couple of questions here. All right. Karaoke. Do you sing karaoke? Do you sing yourself?
Oh, yeah. Do you sing yourself?
I don't sing myself, but I sing.
What do you do sing?
On occasion, I've been known to sing. Yes.
What's a song that you like to sing?
I like to sing "The Bad Touch" by the Bloodhound Gang.
Oh my! I don't even know what that is. Give us a couple of bars.
No, you can search it up and find it out.
We'll hit it up on YouTube.
Oh, come on. Oh. Celebrate good times. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
See, that's 70s. I'm more into the 80s. Not that the Bad Touch is 80s. But
well, don't be dissing the 70s. There's some good shit in the 70s now.
There is, there's Cool in the Gang and
Man for Man.
Donna Summer. Sylvester.
Who?
Yeah,
seriously, you make me feel. So what kind of music do you like to listen to? When you just listen to music, like in the car radio, what kind of station do you have it tuned to?
Oh, the brand new stuff. I don't, the new thing right now is the dubstep. They call it dubstep. It's mostly kind of like what we call the dance mixes back in the 80s and early 90s. they got a little more technical to it.
Yeah.
And doom, 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 and stuff like that. And, some of it's, I have no idea why they call it dubstep. But anyway, I listen to pretty much anything that's new.
I listen to all of it. I listen to.
Okay, so me and Flex share of a mind. We like the classic album-oriented rock. AC/DC, ZZ Top, Aerosmith. What about that kind of shit?
Oh yeah, I've got it. I remember that.
Metallica, Megadeth, all that.
There you go. Well, Flex's is a little bit younger than mine.
I'm a lot wider scope than Yam when it comes to music. I'm like from Led Zeppelin to Skrillex. So
Skrillex, yeah. Skrillex is a.
Hey, am I the only one here who likes Katy Perry?
I like Katy Perry just fine. I love that one video where she does with Snoop Doggy. What's that one? California Girl?
Well, if you're into the new stuff, then you definitely are listening to some Katy Perry. In fact, dare I say it?
Katy Perry.
Dare I say it?
And I'm kind of excited to see what Kesha comes out with.
Oh, Kesha.
I think she has a new release.
Oh, she's awesome. She is awesome. Pink. I like Pink too.
Pink's okay. She's kind of gone downhill a little bit.
In a concert. You ever seen her do a concert?
I saw a concert on HBO and it was amazing. She's really talented.
Good. She puts on a hell of a show.
How about Lady Gaga?
She was kind of okay at first, but she's just a little bit whacked.
She's gotten fat.
She came here to the Twin Cities in Minnesota, did a show, and then after the show, went to downtown St. Paul, went to the bars and hung out with people and bought them drinks and partied with them, and it's like, you're right, man, she's whacked.
What's so whack about buying people drinks in bars? That sounds pretty cool to me.
I mean, if you're in a small hotel bar in the middle of nowhere and you run into Ozzy Osbourne and he's sitting in there smash-faced drunk, I mean, that'd be one thing. But if you run into Lady Gaga in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota, it'd be like, I don't know, man. It'd be
probably
weird.
Got an entourage. Well, since you listen to modern music, that must mean, dare I say, Justin Bieber.
No, not that modern. That's from my.
So your kids like the Biebs?
No, they grew out of that pretty quick.
My daughter can't stand him. She's 11. She don't like him.
Yeah. Your daughter's 11, Flex?
She's 11?
She's 11.
My oldest is 12, so I'm right there.
So
with
what is she into?
Yeah.
What does she dig?
Pretty much a lot of the stuff that I like.
Yeah, my daughter's the same way.
She's
sassy.
Being a DJ, I do her school dances and stuff. So I'm the cool dad. With all the other friends, and all of her friends, and we're getting ready to. I'm going to be putting on a big dance here at the end of the month, kind of a Halloween party dance for a lot of the middle school kids. So, it's always fun. Had a dance party for her on, I think, our 10th birthday. Had all the disco stuff and all the lights and lasers and fog and stuff. And had a bunch of friends over. So,
Killer.
Wow.
It's always
fun.
Hey,
you know what, Pony? I was just thinking we should have a special Bulletproof Underwear for Halloween. Hey, we should have like a bunch of guests come on, all hanging out together. You think maybe you can come back again sometime? Maybe not Halloween, but some other time?
Don't have to be on Halloween night or nothing. We just do it before or shortly after.
I have a lot of fun things I'd like to do with you guys. I really appreciate you guys bringing me on and let me have some fun with you. And there's a lot of fun things that the fun with Bulletproof Underwear is endless. And I'm really surprised some of the guys haven't taken this and just had fun with it. So.
Well, we got a couple of folks who keep coming back. We can't beat them away like Ken.
Ken loves it. We love Ken.
We love Ken. He's a friend of the show.
He interviewed us.
That's right. He interviewed us. So, what do you think about Ken? Is he as butt ugly as you thought he was going to be?
I thought that there was a line for ugly, and then there was Ken, and he kind of lowered that bar even more. I'm just kidding. I'm just.
Well,
having
no.
fun,
He
man.
looks
That's
like his
all it
face
is.
caught fire, and then somebody tried to put it out with an ice pick.
So, you got to remember, Yam met Ken in person. They met in person, had drinks.
That's right.
Yam drank Red Bull and Everclear, and Ken drank Shirley Temples, I believe.
Yeah. Hey, so
Ken drank Shirley Temple.
no, he was.
That's
He
silly
drank a
talk
beer.
there.
He drank some kind of a high class beer.
Yep. I remember.
Hey, I'm gonna try to get someone's attention. See if I can get some ice for my drink. I got like no ice left. You
Gotta have ice.
Oh,
Gotta
man.
have ice.
Does that glass have a hole in the bottom?
Woman.
I think he's got a
Woman.
hollow leg.
Hey, woman.
Monster, you switched to Monster. I'm still nursing
that's
this.
what.
Got better chug.
Right now, Shelby's favorite game is Angry Birds. She's addicted to Angry Birds on the Xbox. It's so much bigger than the phone screen that she can actually whoop ass on it. So she's like in second place on one of the major leaderboards.
Wow.
She's all addicted to it.
You know what I did? Is I took took my little smartphone and took the HDMI output and plugged it into the 50-inch,
Yep.
and then let them play Angry Birds on it that way.
Yeah, I've done.
Wow. So what kind of phone does that?
It's just
Android.
It's just an old T-Mobile. It's a G2X.
This is what are these Droid 3s?
Can you hand me my phone real quick, please, woman?
Droid 3.
Droid does.
Thank you.
I got my Evo. It's almost 2 years old. This Thanksgiving, my Evo will be 2. Might be time to get something new. Okay, so we got any naked pictures of you on there?
Naked pictures
Of you,
what?
naked pictures of you. Have you got it on your phone?
Oh, I take no naked pictures on my
You
phone.
promised me. You
I don't
promised
take
me you're
naked
going to send me
pictures.
some text pictures.
No pictures for you. You sound like what's his name from Good Morning Vietnam? That Jimmy guy when he goes, "Any news on those Walter Brennan pictures?" Robin Williams goes, "No, Jimmy, you sick one."
What I want to know,
Hey.
guys.
Yeah.
Well, this is mostly Yam because you're too far east. Yam, do you ever go to Reno?
Yeah, I love Reno. Mostly I like to stay at Silver Legacy and gamble at the Calneva.
Yeah. And gamble at the
Yeah.
Calneva. And I've asked you this before, but have you ever watched karaoke at the Calneva?
I haven't.
It has got a fun karaoke night there. Our nights there. It's really quite cool. But you know about Reno. I don't have to explain about Reno. But,
No. I've been well educated about Reno by some people. I've actually been to Vegas. Don't remember it. Slept through it. Passed out for 2 days, but it was a good time. I was told.
The only time I've blacked out and not remembered anything was in Vegas, and that's only happened once.
Did you?
I've gotten drunk. I've gotten so drunk that I puked my brains out for hours on end, but I've never ever blacked out. But I have in Vegas.
Really?
Did you wake up with one of those Mike Tyson tattoo kind of deals?
No, I woke up with Vaseline around my backside though.
I had quit. That's why I had to discontinue my drinking career because I couldn't seem to drink and not black out and beat up chimneys and stuff like that in the basement, man. Last time I got drunk, I went downstairs and me and the chimney, man, I went one-on-one, man. I had to go. I woke up the next morning next to the old lady and I go, man, I looked at my hands and they were all swelled up and had rocks in them. I was like, I did something really stupid last night, didn't I? And she goes, boy, you hit that right on the head, asshole. And I was like,
well, we know that your wife is truthful.
oh, she spares no. There's no feeling spared. There's no bullshit around here.
So I know that you're no sucker, Pony. So when you go to Vegas, what do you like to do with your money? Do you like to play blackjack? Are you like a craps guy? God forbid, do you play the slots?
I like the slots because I like the new slots with all the new technological and the all the bells and whistles with the brand new slot machine. I play craps and I've won on craps, but typically the techno nerd in me will sit down at the bar and I'll play video poker on a 9-6 machine. They're getting harder to come by. Most of them are like 8-6 or 8-5s now, and I'll drink $100 in free drinks for the $20 that I put in the machine.
That's the spirit.
Sometimes I'll hit it. Sometimes I'll hit a royal flush, but it's been probably about 3 or 4 years since I've hit a royal flush.
That shit is tough.
You got to do, video. I go down, I love to people watch. I love to look at the stuff. I like to watch everything from the homeless bums on the street to the hookers to the
Reno 911 shit. Huh?
I've seen. I'm not scared of shit. Nothing bothers me. I've been to Vegas and I've seen this guy pushing his old lady in a shopping cart, and she's puking up all over herself. She's so drugged out. I mean, you name it, I've seen it. It bothers the wife. She's like, oh my God, you want to be in this area? I'm like, no, let's check this shit out. This is where you really get to see stuff. So, yeah.
See the real deal.
Last time I went to Vegas, it was weird. Lining up all along both sides of the main strip, in the hundreds, were these Mexican people slapping these cards. They're slapping these cards, handing these cards to everybody. And what's on these cards? Escorts. Hoes.
Yep.
There's hundreds of these people, and they're like all up and down, and they're handing out these cards to call hoes.
So it's
call a hoe.
Hallmark. It's not Kmart. It's Hallmark.
It is. It is. It's like Hoe Central.
I don't get it. Why do people want to pay for what you can probably get for free? I just don't understand.
I never fathomed that myself.
So, but yeah, there's nothing worse. It's almost to the point where I was almost embarrassed with my wife to walk down the street because they're forcing that stuff in your face. And my wife was the type that if it's pushed in her face, she'll take it. I'm like, don't take that.
You have to be a little bit rude,
crap.
You have to be a little rude because it's not exactly polite to try and force that shit on people. So I have no trouble ignoring those people. But it's just weird, the scope of it. Hundreds of these people. And they're slapping these cards.
Oh.
It's like, man, there must be a lot of hookers in Vegas.
There's a lot of illegal prostitution. I mean, it's sad.
Either that or it's just like this one hooker that's really super busy. She's quick too. She works fast.
That's big.
She gets the job done and on to the next one,
2 minutes or less.
Yeah. So.
Satisfaction guarantee.
So what's the name of that restaurant? Or it's not really a restaurant. It's a grub kind of a place that serves the burgers and the fries. That I know I've been eating there and I love it. I know.
It's the Little Nugget.
Yeah. It's a little off the strip in that little.
No. It's there right next to the old where the Fitzgerald's.
Yeah. But it's like.
It's in between the Silver Legacy and the Calneva.
But it's in a kind of a weird little casino, kind of a mini casino.
It's in the back, but it's the diner that keeps the place open. I'll go in there. I'll sit at the bar. I'll go order and go back. Sit at the bar and get free drinks. Typically, I'll drink beers if I've got a burger coming, and it's relaxing. It is a little bit. What's the word I'm looking for? Low.
It's divey.
It's a dive. You know what? But that's
I love it.
I enjoy the shit.
I love it. The fact that it's a dive. The best part of Vegas is Old Vegas.
Oh,
it's right outside of Old Vegas. I purposely booked a room one time at the El Cortez because it was right next to the seedy part of town. Because I stayed up I swear to God, all night, just people watching. I could tell you stories.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're staying on the main strip on the glitzy, super shiny, fancy casinos, it's all pretty much the same. It's just like here's New York, there's Paris, and so forth. But you go to where the gritty shit is, it's much more interesting.
One of the favorite things I did was I got to stay in the sands before they destroyed it. If any of you guys, many of us will remember the sands. The old Rat Pack and stuff stayed there, and that was a real experience. I even got to stay in the front. They had the big round thing that said sands in the front. Got to stay in there once, and then they knocked that down and, of course, built the Venetian over on top of that.
Hey, well, if you ever find any pictures of them, you got to stick them up.
Yeah. I never went to Vegas with a camera, though.
Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, goddammit.
That's right. Except herpes, that shit stays with you.
Well, that's what. Well, see, you go to the pros because they're, the real pros, are always going to use protection, so you don't got to worry. Right?
It doesn't feel the same. I remember that shit when I was a kid, man. It don't feel right having that thing wrapped.
Don't wrap that rascal if you don't have.
Well, there's one time, me and my girlfriend at the time, we were all out, so I was looking around like, what can we use? So naturally, the thumb of the catcher's mitt came to mind.
Does this go somewhere along the lines of, and then I strapped a 2x4 across my ass so I didn't fall in, or?
So.
Or the old older flower.
So, have you ever had like an ugly girlfriend?
Who,
yeah.
Me? Of course.
Yeah, well, either one of you guys. You ever had an ugly girlfriend?
Not that I've ever admitted to it.
Well, I'll admit it to it.
Like, yes. Yeah, I'll go over to your house again, and we'll spend the evening at your house. Don't want to run into anybody I know. That's just wrong. Bad.
People are people. It don't matter what they look like. It's.
Everybody's got to be who they is, man. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. So let's change the subject to video games and games that are coming out. It's getting to be that time of year where the good games are coming out. Are you hyped? Are you looking forward to it, Pony?
I am looking forward to Black Ops 2 because I really enjoyed Black Ops 1. It was great. It was the gameplay, it didn't get old. I don't know what it was. Now the matchmaking system, the lag, and all that stuff, I hated, but I enjoyed the game. Modern Warfare 3, I don't think I've been on it since Borderlands came out. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I haven't played it for.
I think a lot of people have given up on it. They either got tired of it or just got either bored with it or tired of the bullshit.
I did Aura Clan Ops last Friday in it, but I'm in Borderlands and Resident Evil right now. But it's gaming season, man. I'm extremely excited for Black Ops 2 because of some of the changes they're going to make to it that are going to prevent some of the kill horn.
Well, I love playing objective games. I love playing objective games, but only if you're playing. If everybody is trying to win the game, if somebody on the other team says, like, okay, I'm just going to run around the edges of the map, killing people who are on the way to the objectives, and I'm not going to play the objectives, that's no fun. Have you ever played Drop Zone with somebody like that? I mean, usually that's all you encounter is snipers trying to just pad their KD on Drop Zone.
Oh.
People trying to get the
Moab.
Shit, what is
Moab.
it? Moab,
the almighty Moab.
Sitting back in the corner, laying down with their sniper, trying to get the Moab. Yeah.
And then that one kid got to Moab, and he was all excited, and he was creaming his jeans, and he was dancing around. And somebody seen a little dot up in the air, and they just happened to have the javelin, and they let loose with one and picked it off in midair, and it didn't go off. And he sent the dude a note and said, "Dude, you're an effing hacker. You're a cheater. You can't. There's no way you can shoot down a Moab. And Activision backed him up and said, "Oh yes, you
You know
can."
what? I
Use
just
jab.
watched that video 2 nights ago, and that video has got
Yeah.
like I forgot how many hits, but it's over 1 million hits on that.
Really?
Yeah, it is possible to shoot down a Moab, but it's like a fleck in the sky, and you got to have a jab.
That's probably the only clip that you'll
Wow.
ever see, of that happening. That's pretty rare.
Yeah.
You know how much I care about that with Modern Warfare 3 now, especially with Black Ops 2 coming out.
Not
I care
much.
That
Not much.
Yeah.
I can go better than that. I care about.
So
that
yeah,
much.
so Black Ops 2, the objective is back, baby.
It's all about scoring and scoring points.
Scoring. So the score, you got to jump on flags. You gotta plant bombs.
You got to do the job. It's called PTFO, baby, and everybody's gonna have to do it. Ha ha.
I kind of look forward to that. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I do too.
Now,
There's.
I was going to say, now also Medal of Honor Warfighter is coming out, which looks to be kind of a cross between the Call of Duty-ish kind of gameplay and the Battlefield-ish kind of gameplay. Do you think you might check that out?
I doubt it. I don't have time. I've got some projects between now and the 1st of November, and then not too far into November, we have Black Ops coming out. So most of my time is going to be spent, trying to work on some special projects between now and the 1st of November.
Okay. So we'll see who gets the first prestige first. It'll probably be Flex. No, it probably will be Flex.
Oh, shoot.
Hey, if people play the objective, man. That's why my KD
Hey.
solo, because I was.
Well, on Modern Warfare 3, Flex, what prestige are you right now?
9.
Check it out. See, we're not 9. We're not level 9. Flex is going to hit 10 if he's not careful.
Yeah, I'm close. And I'll do it too. I don't care. I don't care if I end up with nothing but the M16 and a cork gun.
Flex, what's that? That thing looks like a bullseye behind you, way back in the corner. What is that, man?
You're exactly right. It is a
Lean
bullseye.
back.
It's for. You see me? You mean underneath the light there, that bullseye? Yeah, it's a archery target. I use it for my blowgun. My daughter and I have a blowgun, and she uses it to shoot at army men and stuff, practice with it. So she's just.
Oh, you got the little green army man? I loved those when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, we actually made 2 YouTube videos where she totally destroys the army men. So, it's my YouTube channel, XZX Flex.
Oh yeah.
ZX.
Now's the time that we plug. So, XZ Flex ZX. Flex's own channel. My channel is Believe What. And I got a new intro. My next video, I'm going to have a new intro, so you'll get the chance to see that.
Now, Yam, I've got to know, what's the deal with the insulated foil bullshit thing? Is that a grow room? Is that
That's
what you've got
exactly
going on?
it. I've got the the Maui Wowie growing right here. It's like, whoa, is it hot in here? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. And it's like, let Ken ponder that.
We know the truth. It keeps the aliens out.
So we're not gonna get a chance to see your man cave. You're doing this in the kitchen, or the den, or something.
No, this isn't. My computer is in a little, what we call a sunroom. I don't have a man cave. I just got crap scattered everywhere.
Oh.
That's the way I do it.
No, you got your man cave there, Flex.
Clean house is a sign of a sick man. Mine.
Yeah. Only if I get rich will I ever have a man cave. Otherwise, it's going to be crap everywhere.
Check out Flex's man cave. Get a load of all that shit.
All those are all rock band guitars.
And that's where you sit when you're playing the game, right?
Yeah, that chair right there is where I sit. That's my lovely wife over there.
Now hold steady so we can see the bong. Okay, look at that bong. Have you ever seen a bigger one in your life?
Hey. Okay, then. There. We've looked enough at Flex's.
That's Flex's bong. Okay, so Pony, where's your bong?
What?
Show us your bong.
He's telling everybody I got bongs in my living room. I thought it would be like, Dad, what's that? And I'd be like, that's a vase, honey. Let me put some flowers in it.
So Pony, do you play any musical instruments?
I do.
Well, what do you play? Guitar?
I play. I strum a few chords on the guitar.
All right.
So do I. I got Rocksmith right before I broke my collarbone. That was really neat. So I got Rocksmith, and I learned how to play a little bit of You Ain't Got No Satisfaction by the Stones. Just started getting to the point where I was doing the chords, and then I broke my collarbone.
Oh.
So,
Well, since you're kind of a cowboy kind of guy, do you like country music?
Yeah. The wife kind of snickered and laughed in the background. I don't. Country music kind of went to shit, and I don't listen. It's too much whining and crying and stuff. You know, I mean, there's a few good songs and a few good artists, but outside of that, it's too much bullshit.
That's where they went crapper.
Well, ever since Achy Breaky Heart has gone downhill. Hey, do you have that song in your DJ collection?
You know, there's always some songs that you can say, "Oh, damn, I don't have it," and that's one of them.
Achy Breaky Heart. I guarantee you, your next DJ gig, if you put that on, you get some people get up and dance.
I try not to take those jobs.
So do you have like mirror balls and lights and stuff like that?
I've got so much shit, it's not even funny. I do live. I've done big live events. I've been involved with a lot of things. You guys remember the Little River Band?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Friday night is getting late. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the last big group that I worked with. So yeah, I've got all sorts of shit.
Wow. So I know that DJ shit is not cheap. So, and you know, last time I was at Guitar Center, boy, they really have got a lot of DJ gear.
You know, I have so many mixing boards. I have everything from 12 to 48 channel boards just laying around. It's just, It's, you know, if you're into that sort of stuff, it's like, oh wow, you know, you got this and that, and how many? Anyway, I got tons of shit.
Wow. You know, I've got a little mixing board here. I would love to have a bigger one. You got a 24 channel one I could get my hands on?
I have a 12, 16, 24, 48, and a bunch of little smaller ones.
Wow, too. What the hell do you got a 48 channel mixer for?
For big events.
You never know when you might need
them.
Festivals, concerts. Festivals can be kind of fun. You know, big events where there's lots of booze and lots of food and lots of women.
Oh, like the Ren Fest.
Yeah.
That was good.
What was that?
Hey, the Ren Fest was a lot of very comely.
See, you know what? After seeing that video of the Renaissance Fair, it's like I'd never been to one before, but that looks kind of interesting.
It's very interesting. And if you ask them to go to, if you say like you're standing around and one of the subjects of the kingdom happens to be standing by you, and you go, boy, I really wish I knew where the bathroom was. They grab you by the arm and they start screaming as loud as they can. Out of the way, out of the way. This one has to go to the bathroom. He needs a trip to the privy. And they drag you through the whole, I mean, I do it on purpose just to get the effect every time I go, you know.
So it's funny. For people who like to be publicly humiliated. That's what it is.
Basically, yeah. Well, you saw the picture of the guy that's the human table, you know, the guy that sits there and like you put $1 in his hat and then you can sit on his back for 5 minutes. It's the ultimate humiliation.
So if you had beans for lunch, do you have to give him a tip? It's like, sorry, dude. Sorry. My bad.
Would leave you.
That's when you really need your bulletproof underwear. Oh, we gotta do a promo spot for this, Pony. So
Yep.
I'm gonna blur your picture so people don't get to see your picture until they actually watch the show. But let's have a promo. You're watching Bulletproof Underwear episode number 14 with, I'm Pony, and you're watching Bulletproof Underwear number 14 with Young Flex. How about something like that?
Okay.
Go for it.
Number
Yeah,
14.
it's, number 14.
You're watching Bulletproof Underwear number 14 with Yam and Flex.
First, introduce yourself. Say your Pony and all that. Blah blah blah.
I'm Pony, and you're watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 14, with Yam and Flex.
All right.
Yes.
So that'll be a promo. Look for that tomorrow morning.
Yep.
You know what's funny is this Skype call is like at some points the picture on the camera is real clear, and other points it gets kind of pixely. Are you getting that too, you guys?
Yeah, especially with Flex.
Yeah, I'm a pixely kind of
He
guy.
is a little pixely. No, actually, Flex has stayed mostly clear through this, and you vacillate between being very clear and a little pixely.
See, and with me, Yam, you've stayed pretty clear, but Flex has been the one that's kind of gone in and out in resolution.
It's just, I don't know, I guess some tech person would have to understand how that kind of stuff goes. I mean, they use a lot of bandwidth, right? A Skype call?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but it can't be too high of resolution. I mean, if you start to blow it up, like when you're editing, if you start to blow it up, it degenerates pretty fast. It's not like it's 1080 or anything like that.
No.
It must be like 360 resolution or something.
480.
It's pretty enough for
It
size.
works. Now see, I'm
right.
super clear on my
Well,
own
at least
monitor. I look good. Damn good.
You don't have to give away all your personal information like you do with Google Plus.
Right there, Yam. Right here. You got a piece of McDonald's right there.
Oh, I don't
Right
have my
here.
wrapper anymore. I actually took it to the trash.
Do this every fucking show. Jeez. Them teeth are all fake. Every one of them teeth are fake.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Every one of them's a crown, a bridge, or a porcelain overlay.
Well, they look good.
I'll be damned.
They do.
You look good.
They look damn good for considering I've had them all knocked out. That's the lesson to you kids out there. Don't open beer bottles with your teeth, and don't let people punch you in the mouth.
See, that's probably worse to live by. So, Pony, let's take a look at your choppers. Give us a big grin.
All
There you
real,
go.
no cavities.
No cavities?
All
You never
right.
had a cavity in your life?
I
Right.
can't ever remember having a cavity.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow. Man, your dentist must have hated you.
He hates me because I only go in about once every 5 years.
Quick cleaning, and away you go.
So do you use
go-
any kind of tobacco products?
I used to until I had kids. Being a cowboy type, I used to chew tobacco. And back in the 80s, I used to smoke clove cigarettes.
I remember clove cigarettes.
Yeah.
I always thought that was for posers.
Oh, them things were wicked. He seemed to smoke them when I got the
Didn't they
drunkest.
outlaw those or something?
I don't know. It's just a bad thing.
Yeah, it was so long
I
ago.
think they
don't
outlawed them in
remember.
California. I don't know, because it turns out they're even more dangerous than regular cigarettes. Because it has
I
tobacco,
don't know.
and
Obvious.
smoking cloves apparently is not good for you.
I believe it. I chewed for 25 years, so
So,
I mean, I grew up in southern Minnesota, and that's what you did: chew, drink beer, and
Yeah.
yeah, Flex came to chew tobacco and kick ass, and he's almost out of tobacco.
yeah,
Duke Nukem. Now, Flex, you're a big Duke Nukem fan, aren't you?
yeah. I'm unfortunately I'm a big Duke Nukem fan. Was equally disappointed in the Duke Nukem product that they finally came out with after 12 long years of development.
Yeah. I feel you. You know, I love Duke Nukem. I actually, but you know what? I actually entered the contest and I won first place in the Duke Nukem lookalike contest.
I remember that. I remember that picture, man. That was an awesome.
Yeah.
picture.
Hey, if you send me a link to that picture, I'll stick it up with this video.
You know what? Give me about 5 seconds and I'll show you the jacket.
All right, let's check it out. Okay, so me and Flex will keep it from being dead air.
Yeah.
So
Dead air.
Nukem. Yeah, I remember he posted that picture.
Too.
Yeah.
And don't forget, everybody, Friday also, Flex will be eating several types of hot sauce for your viewing pleasure and entertainment.
Are we going to have an ambulance standing by at the time?
There's going to be 2 paramedics and a gastroenterologist here. Wow.
Oh, man, that is awesome. Well, don't just stand there. Let's see you put the damn thing on.
The real deal.
Oh, man,
Wow.
check that shit out.
I still have the certified letter and everything else.
That is cool.
It's time to kick ass and chew gum. And I'm all out of gum. Remember that shit, Flex?
Oh, God. That was our first network game. My wife used to be able to play first-person shooters before they got before the graphics got so good. And when it was Duke Nukem, she used to play with me. And I actually had 5 computers set up in my upstairs bedroom. And I'd have 5 computers, and I'd have my friends come over. We'd have them network together, and we'd use IPX, SPX, and play Duke Nukem. And that was
oh, man, that must have been fun as shit.
Oh, God, it was wild.
Damn. So this motorcycle jacket reminds me, you're a guy who doesn't just drive on 4 wheels. Sometimes you drive on 2. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've got a motorcycle. I've got a 88 Honda Super Magna because it's unique and different.
Oh, yeah, them babies. Is that the V engine, the wheel stand machine?
Is that the what?
Has that got the V-shape engine in it and does wheel stands real easy?
No.
No?
Anyway.
I'm thinking of the V65 Magna, I think.
It's a V4. They only made them for 2 years. They're kind of rare. They're unique. I like import. I like the rice burners because they're dependable. You can just hop on them and ride. A lot of the guys I know that have the Harleys and stuff, they're always working on them. They're always in the shop. They're always got electrical problems or this problem or that problem. You know, if you got a bike, you want to get on and ride. Let's ride. So I'm too busy to work on my bike all the time.
Because he's a cowboy on a steel horse he rides, and he's wanted. Come see it with me. That's it. Yeah.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to wrap this up.
Okay.
I got people hollering at me. I'm really sorry. I got to
okay.
go.
Well,
we really appreciate
Tony, I don't know.
doing
Do
this.
you know how we end our episodes?
I can't remember at this point in time because
You've had a bit to drink.
a little too much.
Captain Jack, gentlemen.
You're too much gentlemanly here. Well,
I have.
like on the count of 3, we're gonna get up our face right up to the camera and go just like that. Okay, so here we go. We're fixing to do the outro. So if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 14 at this point,
You get some applause. Some applause.
you, sir, are a maniac.
The clap.
So anyway, for
Clapper.
Bulletproof Underwear, our extra super duper special guest, Pony, our co-host, Sexy Flexy, the flexible Mexican. I'm Yam Juice. So 1, 2, 3, do it, guys, do it! That's a keeper.
That's a wrap.